going into business at least 50 grand. At least 50. When I tell you we hit our year 5 goals in year 2.5, the market was trending the way it was. I got excited, Tia got excited, but I still was like, no, let me stay this course. Next thing I know, here come God. Son, if you don't get out of here, I mean, it just was a
structure. It's like by design, dog.
It was like, he literally spoke and was like, I need you to be out of here by this date. I said, well,
wow.
In my mind.
McDonald's again on another level.
It's like, I'm not ready to do that. And I'm like, you sure? Because I don't mind working. Ain't a lazy bone in my body. I mean, I'm Crockett by name and Chapman by blood. And my family, like, it's a family of men. We work, we know what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I don't want my mama to think I'm being lazy. You know, just all these personal thoughts. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna obey God. Because that's a decision I made, and that's how everything that I have and who I've become, that's how it all shows.
The V2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop Motivated Apparel and grab yourself some Motivated Apparel today.
Yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast. Hey, Blueprint Nation, stand up. It's midweek hump day. Y'all know how we do, man. Hey, we want to say Happy New Year to everybody out there, the Blueprint Nation, man. We thank y'all for rocking with us, tuning in, and we just getting started, man. As you can see, we got a special guest on tonight, so I'm pumped. I'm excited. The fella's excited. And this been coming for a long time. We told you we was gonna bring some more guests in on 2026, and I can't wait to get this going, man. And so y'all get your pencils, get your pads, and get whatever you need. If you got a notepad on your phone, whatever you use, get ready to put it in use. Come back and watch the replay, because I'm sure my man gonna drop some gems on tonight. All right, but y'all know how we like to do to get the preliminaries out of the way. This your boy Mike Mariner, aka the Shift Motivator. And I'm joined together tonight with my co-host, my brother from another mother. Y'all give it up for Alexander Hall.
Yeah, what's going on? So what's going on?
Happy New Year, baby.
Happy New Year. It's popping already, Lord.
Yes.
It's going already, you feel me?
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. And y'all know who this other guy is, man. My brother from the same mother.
Big Bad,
Big Dog. Sir. Y'all give it up for Boy Wonder, man.
Thank you, everybody. Blueprint Nation, what it do?
Cat Wonder.
Like that cat now stole his body.
Listen, I'm in the presence of kings. What's up, Blueprint Nation? What's going on?
Yeah, man.
It was happening.
Oh man, 2026, bro. Like you say, it's already popping. So.
It's on and popping.
I already had to make a hard decision this past week, so it's already popping.
Yeah, we gotta catch.
We got to chop. So yeah, it is. Yeah. Kingdom Builders Compilation Volume 1's out right now. Go get it. And Love and Loyalty EP. It's available everywhere.
3 hours ago. I even got here. Got the Lord.
Hey, man, before we get going into our guests on tonight real quick, man, I know y'all dropped some few things before the end of the year went out, so if y'all want to go ahead and shout those out, man, let the people know where to go get your stuff, man.
Yeah, look, so Moto's out right now. That's circulating. Still getting mad love for that single, so thank y'all. Out the Grave is out right now. That's, people hit me for that. We got stuff be booked out in Elizabeth, North Carolina in April.
Facts.
So I'll be up there.
So it has been done.
I got a couple more spots. We trying to get the paperwork right. So we just working. You know how I do.
Yeah.
That boy working in.
I don't say too much.
That's a big facts. And for us, man, you can just stream the music on every platform, Apple Music, Spotify. But we also got our app, BTGM Media Network app. We can get it $2.99 for the month or $29 for the year. We got docuseries, documentaries. We have TV shows, music videos. And if you're an artist, you looking to advertise, that's where I holler at you, boy. We got you. Yes, sir.
Look at that, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey, listen. God is good. We got our first investor, so it's up, man. It's up.
Yeah, it's up.
It. we got a job.
Yeah, man. And I'm still knocking down the youth segment, man. So youth and young adults, and y'all can hit my website www.shiftmotivations.com.
Yes.
And check out my latest project, The Blueprint to Success, the Student's Guideline for Successful Living. Don't let the title fool you. It is for everybody if you consider yourself a student. So people like us up here, we consider ourselves lifelong learners. So if you're a lifelong learner, that means you're still a student. So there's principles in there for everybody. So get some for your kids, get some for your nieces, your nephews, and grab one for yourself. And I got some more stuff coming down the pipe, so y'all be on the lookout for that. So, but enough of that, man. Let's get into the night segment. I'm so excited, man. It's my brother right here, man. I've been knowing him for quite some time. We actually shared the same space, and God just kind of exited me out of that space, partially, somewhat. But this guy, y'all can see him right now. But this guy right here, he's a great guy, man. He's helped a lot of people. Hopefully, we'll have his what we like to say better half on the show within the next upcoming weeks, schedule to permit, hopefully. But they have their company, Authentic You Empowerment. But I want to introduce to you today's guest. So let me read his bio, this information out for you real quick, and tell you a little bit about our guest on tonight. So today's guest is a dynamic force in personal and financial empowerment, a leader who blends practical strategy with heart-centered guidance. He co-founded Authentic You Empowerment alongside his partner, his wife, his boo thing, Tia Crockett, a personal development and wealth strategy firm dedicated to helping people start where they are and get where they dream. Known as a trusted financial strategist, real estate expert, and mentor, Eddie demystifies money, investing, and long-term planning, helping individuals build financial clarity, break cycles of limitation, and create sustainable success. Whether guiding someone through their first investment property, crafting a realistic financial blueprint, or coaching aspiring entrepreneurs, Eddie's work isn't just about numbers, it's about transforming relationships with wealth and self-belief. So today we're excited, we're delighted, and we're honored to have the other half, the other half of I think the Youth Empowerment Blueprint Nation, but y'all give it up for Mr. Eddie Crocket. What's good, my brother?
Hey, man. Good. Doing well, man. Excited to be on with the Power Pack. Come on, man.
Hey, come on.
We humbly honor that, man.
Come on,
Let's go.
Yeah, man. It's been a long time coming, brother, but we're here.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, man. So why don't you tell Blueprint Nation a little bit about yourself and Authentic You Empowerment, aka A, and what that represents and how y'all got started and everything.
So, like you said, my name is Eddie Crocket. Polk County native, born and raised from the Pines. For y'all who know that side of Lakeland. But now, man, I just grew up in a single parent home, and as far as getting my start, music was the way that kind of put us into space. Although we was on for all the things, football, basketball, weightlifting, all the sports, just different paths for me. And what's crazy is Mom heard me singing in the shower. Shower led to the choir. Choir put me in front of classical music type spaces.
Yeah.
And I would literally be in rooms singing with guys who were upset that they made $500,000 in
Oh, wow.
Like they were mad. Like they were having conversations and they, you know how you have like happy hour, cocktail hour at an event start. So we'll get to walk around and talk to all these big wigs and stuff. And this was like, 90s, early 2000s. I'm still in college and stuff. And I'm just hearing these guys, early high school into college, hearing these guys having these conversations. I'm like, you upset about $500,000 in 30 days? My mom making 50 in a year? Yeah, this is a conversation I need to be a part of.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the music got me in the room, but it was the business that kept me there. Because I just, being a guy that loves numbers and, the propensity to help, it just was a natural flow. So I started working early, corporate America. I managed McDonald's for a minute, was with them for over a decade, then went to manage with Hobby Lobby, and then was with the school board here in the county for a little bit, and then kind of said, you know what, I've been working for other people for long enough, utilize all those skills, and since most of my working career has always been about some type of service or helping people, and I got my licenses along the way. So while working for other people, started to work for myself, building the arsenal that undergirds our efforts in the streets. And so it just became a thing. And so my mom, when she realized I wasn't going to go her desired route, because she was like, you need to be teaching. You need to go be in the classroom. Like, Mom, I'm going to teach. I just got to do it my way because I don't think your daughter-in-law and your grandsons will be okay with $30,000 a year. I don't think, not that it's bad for anybody who want that, but I think they need a little bit more. She got a elevated taste. Come on. And so then, just kind of going through that journey.
Respect.
Okay, that part.
Watch out now.
Okay. How do you tell your mother no without getting slapped? If you pay the book fee, $49.95, I'll teach you. But no, man, so just kind of navigating that space to be able to see what it looks like to get into the community for real and build something. And my wife and I, we're natural builders, man. And so it's been a journey full of ups and downs. Like we have been through the mud when I tell you, but just as many highs had valley lows, and I'm better for it.
Right.
And I know this is a table that understands that, what it means to say, hey man, it's not all up all the time. I mean, all we do is win, but understand we got stuff to go through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a part of that story and that tale. And so Authentic You Empowerment, AYE or A, like you said, it just came out of the idea of wanting to make sure that people had clarity about who they are, what they're meant to do, and then how to get it done. So that's where, as we'll talk about in a minute, and get into the conversation, I'm sure, the vision, identity, and purpose conversation comes from. And it's stemming from, kind of knowing how if you just line up life the right way, life can get much simpler. Much simpler. That's what I'm saying, right? Simpler, simpler. Because it don't have to be complicated, man. You don't have to make life hard. Right. Life don't have to be hard.
Life can do that enough on its own.
Exactly. It don't need our help.
Right.
Make it hard.
I don't need the alley-oop from life.
That part.
And I don't want to add either.
That part. Just give me what I need, what's supposed to be mine, and the rest you can have it.
Right.
I ain't greedy.
So then that part, again, just it's become a sustainable business model that's helped us along the way, fed our kids. We've been full-time entrepreneurs since 2017, and we're looking to do bigger and better things for the rest of our lives. And so that's a summation of the story.
Yeah.
One version of it. I'm sure you're going to get another version of the LT on, but we'll see how that goes.
That's good, man.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, y'all found y'all lane and y'all killing it, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And I enjoyed being on the panel with her with the last event that we was on.
Yeah, man, I was fired.
Yeah, that was Jazz did her thing. Hey, shout out to Jazz Mar.
Jazz Mar.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so she did her thing with that, man.
Which I didn't know she had as many episodes as she did. Didn't she just cover like 178 or
she
a million episodes or something? Like, God, great been podcasting since Moses. Come on. Like, God, Lord have mercy.
Read what's on the tab.
Okay.
What that say, Moses?
Okay. Sign Jazz Mark. Yeah, man. But yeah, she's good people, man. We enjoyed working with her in the community, and actually Benjamin's event, they do that big event over in Haines City, that big arts festival. Well, it's a community involvement type festival, and they put Benjamin on, and Eddie got to sing and stuff like that. So and she was hosting that year, so it was cool. Yeah, she do her thing. She do her thing.
Yeah, she killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both y'all do y'all thing in y'all space too, man. And so when I watched the podcast, that actually gave me a more of a glimpse about you, because your story was kind of similar to mine. Because when I got into the insurance business, it wasn't a choice from me.
Okay.
It was just part of my story. It was part of my role. So God was the author, and he had the pen in his hand, and I kept trying to take it and write my own story. And then he just, you know what I'm saying, he just went on here and just slapped me upside the head a couple times, say, nah, you ain't finna go through that door, because I'm finna shut every door in front of you right now. And then the only door that opened was that insurance door. And I'm like, the Bible said that he that findeth the wife find a good thing. Yes, my wife told me this right here, because I was out of work at the time. And I was like, man, I want to use my car. That's wear and tear on my car, going visiting clients, all this type of stuff. Then number one. Number two, I ain't no commission guy. I like to know what I'm finna make by the end of the week. Right. So y'all making all this good. And she said this right here, bro. She said, well, baby, she said, you've been successful in everything that you've done. Why don't you give it a try? Wow. How you say no to that? Wow.
They know how to put that battery in your back.
Okay. How do you say no to that?
To the brain. Let's go.
No, you right.
Okay.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you talking.
With that being said, all right, well, let me make this phone call. and so it was through, because our mom taught us, how to manage money, how to budget, things like that. So, but more so the investing and the next level stuff I learned from insurance. Okay. So I got into the annuities and stuff like that. And so all of my managers, with the exception of about, I want to say 2, they all own businesses. So they started telling me stuff, tax strategies, write-offs, and all that type of stuff. So that's what my kind of journey. I was like, dang, I said, man, we more alike than I thought. So it was a forced door that I was pushed into, but yet, we think that life happens to us when it is actually happening for us. Amen. Yes, sir. That's good. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so so I guess give an intro until you get into real estate, insurance, and whatever other vehicles you use to help your clients.
So with real estate, that's our bread and butter. Started real estate investing around 2007, but I've always had an interest in real estate. I mean, going back to when I was saying I was managing McDonald's, like I was saying, I would literally get off work 9 o'clock, 17 years old, and I'm riding around the city trying to see what's what, learning the different agents that was, the big dogs at the time for this area. And it just always interested me. So then fast forward to getting my start, really was just hungry to get started and found myself frustrated because I was using every excuse in the book that I could think of to just stay in the way. Like, well, I got to go to work. I got to do this. I got to do that. And just found myself linchpin in the corner. And bro, I literally woke up one morning because, see, McDonald's, they messed up. Let me tell you why. They had an HR policy that allowed you to call out 2 hours before your shift.
Oh, yeah.
Without losing your job. Come on, somebody.
Glory.
So I was up early. God called me early. I woke up early, started praying. At 4:58, I was supposed to be to work at 5. He said, I need you to call the job. Tell him you ain't coming. I said, Lord, I don't know why. He said, you read an email last night. You're going to go meet the people today, and you're going to get your start in real estate. I said, yes, Lord. I called at 4:58. They answered the phone at 4:59. I called out at 5 for a 7 o'clock shift. My God.
Come on.
That ain't
what he doing.
Kept my job and went and bought a house without my wife knowing.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
And that was my start to real estate investing.
Wow.
Now, fast forward, you know what I'm saying, to keep a long story short so y'all don't think I'm, married to a different woman. This the same wife that I'm still with. Come on, somebody. She held down. So she just knew that I had a passion, and she believed in that passion, and she was just excited as I was. But bro, it was crazy. I started investing in 2007. I had met with a hard money lender who they sold real estate out of their portfolio. So it's easy to get loans at that time because you were buying it from the lender. They knew all the numbers, so it's just easy to get started. All you had to do is have a decent score. And decent back then in 07 was a 610.
Right.
Like you could literally buy real estate with a 610 credit score. And I wasn't even making 18 grand a year. I think part of the market crash in 08 was my fault. Because how y'all gonna let me buy? I bought 4 houses that year. Bro, I can tell you the stories. It's crazy. Crazy. Burned through 80 grand and I didn't even know what I was doing. And so to the conversation about getting my start in real estate, I paid my tuition up front. Like I learned by mistake. A lot of people, when we talk about the things that we've done and go through information and strategies and stuff, they're like, well, how you learn all this? I'm like, man, I've just made a lot of dumb choices. A lot of bad mistakes. And before I had a mentor, I just got out there. It was just like, I got to get started. Because at the time, you know, there was some good old boy stuff going on. And I was like, I'm not going to allow that to hold me back anymore. Because nobody don't want to show you the ropes.
Nope.
There weren't a lot of black successful entrepreneurs that have revealed themselves yet who was in the area that wanted to help. I'm just like, well, I got to go get it. Because at some point, you have to take the reins of your life and have ownership of it. Because when you stand before the Lord, he's not going to ask you anything about what you didn't do for someone else. He's going to say, what did you do with what I gave you?
Right.
It's just like the parable of the talents, right?
Yes.
He gave old boy 5, he took it and made 10. He gave old boy 2, he took it and made 4. Old buddy with the 1, he said, bro, you were worse than infidel because you could at least put it in the bank.
Right.
But you gonna bury it in the ground.
Right.
You went and hide it.
Ain't give me no money.
And they give him no money.
No interest at all.
And I'm gonna tell you. So anyway, bro, it's just, it's just one of those things where we got our start and I went to work. And so made a lot of mistakes. And along the way, we just stacked our learning and added those layers of improvement as services to our clients. So as we got better about real estate investing, I said, okay, there's value in serving people and helping them buy their houses. So we helped a lot of people navigate through the crash and buy homes as a realtor. So I got my licenses in 09. 2009, I've been working while holding a job and school and all the things. Decided to add credit repair because that was a big thing. All these credit repair companies coming up and people didn't know how to navigate it. We hit the market with little to no cost credit repair services and consultations. It helped a lot of people improve their scores to get them into homes between 2010 on to 17. So at 17, by the time we got there, like the real estate was there, the investing was there. So now it's like, all right, how do we give back? Like, what's the next layer? And so we had bought our first franchise, and that was the company we were both with at the time. And I was like, okay, how do we navigate this? And the spin that we used as a marketing firm, and it was more Tia, it was really smart. We took on a financial education approach to it as opposed to sell, recruit, put somebody in a policy they can't afford, charge back, you don't make no money. And now you blame the industry. It was like, no, you should have chose a better client or educated them about what they bought. And so when we took that approach, we saw a lot of success. We built a 400 person organization through them in like less than a year and a half.
Wow.
Had some adversity with them, left 2020, became brokers in the industry. And then 2 years later, left that firm to start with our own, with the company that we're with now. And bro, it's
been up from there.
It's been up. It's been up. It's been up. Again, all that. I mean, it's stories upon stories, the intricate details, some major betrayals, some crazy financial losses. I mean, we've navigated a lot. Like I've been through foreclosure at this point five times. That sounds bad, and it is bad. But I've learned so much that I'll probably never go through it again. Because it's like, by the time you get to that point, like you know how to pivot, you know how to maneuver it to make sure you can win and salvage your situation. So just been through a lot. I say most times people say, well, where'd you learn all this? And I don't mean to sound urban or nothing, but school of the hard knocks, bro. Like we learn. We learn. Hard head. Make a way.
Self behind.
Come on, somebody.
Talk to me.
Polk County.
You already know. Polk County native all day. Man, so what did you measure your impact when you didn't see the visibility of what you're going after?
impact wasn't a thing for me. I wasn't focused on the outside because I was so hungry to make the inside right first. And that was one of the major things that kind of helped propel us in real estate. Was I was so focused on the client experience, which was for me, and most business people would agree, it's an internal metric. Like you focus on making sure the client has everything they need.
Right.
But if no one knows you exist, you can't grow a business. So to the conversation about impact, I wasn't worried about that at all. Because I'm like, if you find out about me, it's cool, but I need to make sure everybody knows when they make that phone call, this is what's going to happen, and we're going to get to the closing table. So it was a detriment to the growth of our business because I just wasn't aware of the idea. And can't say I wasn't aware. I just didn't care in terms of what mattered more to me at that time.
Right.
Because I just wanted to make sure that I was, everything was solid behind the scenes. Because, you come do stuff and be a part of things and, it'll look good. But when you get behind the scenes,
oh, man.
Yeah, it's
it
jacked
don't
up.
feel good. It ain't good. You're like, what have I connected myself to?
Yeah.
And so not wanting to have that kind of reputation in the streets or anybody to be able to, say that their transaction went awry, especially because of an unlearned professional. I just was like, no, we got to make sure this client experience is on point, and we'll worry about impact later. So to the conversation, the impact for us didn't come until Tia actually came full time with the business. And then she was like, she wrote her first book. We launched the AYE brand maybe 2 years later. And then she, out of nowhere, was like, why you don't tell more people about what you're doing? Because she heard me on the phone one day. And when your wife actually take time to pay attention to what you're doing, she's like, wait, you ain't no dummy.
Slide to the left.
I said, girl, we've been married 10 years and you just now ain't know I'm a dummy. But you always calling me dumb, so it's so funny. But yeah, we have a good time. Man. Tia's crazy, bro. So
Well.
it's that part. So, but it was just one
I
of those
love
things.
y'all dynamic, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. 21 years, bro. 21 years.
Wow.
21 years married. What's crazy is like me and that girl go back to 97.
Wow.
You taking it back.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We talking about
You
TLC and them.
talking
Fact,
about
Yeah.
the
You know what I'm
90s.
talking about?
man.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway,
When life was happening.
that part. So we just she kind of helped birth and push that side. So you talk about battery at the back like that. She
Yeah.
was that for me in real estate, and I would say I was a silent agent and okay with it until I moved her to come full time into the business because at the time we were navigating the transition. She was like, do I spend $2,000 to stay in education? Because she needed some certifications or something at that time.
Right.
And I said, well, you can come home and we can make $2,000 every 2 weeks. Like, what you want to do? It's up to you. Because I promised you I'm going to take care of you. If
Right.
you want to work, work. If you don't, come home. If you want to work at home, come home and work for us. So those were her 3 choices at the time, and she made it. Came home and went to pushing on me. I said, oh, now you ain't got nothing to do. You want to bother me? I said, go back to work. I enjoy my quiet.
Bart,
That part. Get out of here, man.
what you doing?
That part.
That $1 million
What I'm
question.
doing? On the phone, girl. Look at them houses. You gotta pay the rent. But what I'm doing? Come around here. So yeah, man. Yeah.
I think that's beautiful, man, because it's important the partner that you pick
Yes.
to go on this journey with. And then it's like the things that if you wouldn't have went through what you went through, you want to learn what you learned.
Correct.
And some of the things you have to go through in order to learn, even we don't want to, it don't feel good, but it's necessary. We wouldn't be who we are or as sharp or as witty as we are when it comes to the business and savagery because we went through some stuff because we couldn't depend on nobody.
Yeah.
It's just like we reach out and we just like, hey, can you get this done for me? Crickets, or you talk, have one conversation, that's
Okay,
it.
that's
So
it.
it's like it
Yeah.
calls you to learn different tools and pick up different assets and learning skills. So
Yep.
I think that's pretty dope, bro.
And that was again a major motivation for why we started AYE, because it was like we want to help people start where they are to get where they dream. The connotation, of course, being start where you are, whatever you've gone through up to that point. Now here's help, here's resources, here's support, and now you can get where you dream. Because if you had those 3 things, resources, support, and whatever the third one I just said. It's like if you could get that and move forward, like what would stop you? Like what would stop you from reaching the moon or as you on your way to the stars, it's
Yeah.
like, bro, it's just, most of us will be unstoppable if we had a little help. And I think, not even getting into no kind of craziness. It's just like, culturally, man, a lot of us building from under the ground.
I'm picking up what you
Yeah.
put down.
Okay, thank you. It's like, bro, we building from under the ground. And so we ain't trust fund babies. We ain't have no help. Nobody leave us no money.
Right.
And then when you around an area where people crowds in the bucket, they don't want to help because they either not confident in themselves or they literally got an issue. It's like, well, what's wrong with you? What I did to you? Well, your auntie one time said to my mama, and I don't know if I like it. Okay,
Right.
what they got to do with me? I'm 19. Why would
That ain't got
I?
nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with me.
Right. Right.
You say you like my smile. That's all.
Bet.
That's all we talking about. So anyway, you see how big
Right.
I'm reliving a moment here. So it's like, man, look,
I love it.
It was birthed out of the idea of wanting to make sure we can help people go next level and to just help them realize that there's someone who genuinely just want to see you win. And we literally hit a blockage in business for about a strong year because people just didn't believe we were sincere. They're like, man, y'all want something, bro. Y'all trying to get people. So I'm like, no, we here to help. And for us, we grew up in an environment where we had a great foundation about giving. And so we were like, okay, I'm a jump start. I'm gonna put the seed in the ground first.
Right.
I don't need you. Here's the seed in the ground. I'm gonna give you my time. I'm not gonna give you no money. I'm gonna give you my time because that's the greater resource. That's the greater value.
Teach man
And
how to
I'm
fish.
Exactly. And that's what I'm headed with. That part. I can sum up all my little speech with that. Is to say, I'm going to teach you how to fish. So if you never talk to me again, you can eat.
Right.
That's how much I believe in what I'm going to give you. That's how much you're going to get value from me. So no matter what. And it was with the hope that we sow that seed on the back end, we'll have a business partner or we'll reap the harvest of a new client or whatever that was. But bro, it was crazy navigating through the mindsets of a lot of the clients that we were dealing with at the time. And so we literally had to go through a phase of business where we had to elevate the type of folks that we were talking to. And we had to serve a higher ticket client while we educated a lower ticket client.
Yep.
Because that was a thing. Like you can't eat with the folks that you educate all the time.
Yep.
Because they don't get it.
Exactly.
They don't get it. But the folks that you serve, you go make 10, 15, 20 grand with them and then say, okay, hey, Mr. $500, $200 account, let me help you figure this out, because I got time now. Because I'm not trying to serve you with the burden of bills.
Exactly. You ain't stressing.
Exactly.
Because the upper echelon get it.
Yes.
They get it. Yeah. When I met Dale and when I started following your wife and y'all, and I was like, okay, shit. Because at the time I didn't know she was mentored by Dale.
Oh, okay, wow.
So that actually opened me up to like a whole new space. You know what I'm saying? So, and when they were saying like he got to the point to where it was like, listen, no shade and nothing like that. He said, but people of a certain status, they don't ask 1,000 questions like people that ain't really got much.
Correct.
You selling a product for $99.99 and they want to ask you 1,000 questions. Yep. You got this high clientele ticket for 25 G's. Where do I write the check? Okay. He said your mindset start thinking different. You start moving different, and you figure out like what he said. Like you don't leave them behind, but you ain't trying to starve in the process at the same time.
Right. You just have to move with it. And we were talking about this in the podcast. Coffee Cash of Christ. Shout out to Coach Crockett. We've launched our podcast for the brand Coffee Cash of Christ. If you guys would, check us out.
I'm a subscribe.
Subscribe
and follow. We were talking about that in terms of the idea of boundaries. Setting those metrics so that you can know, hey, this is the client that you help. This is the client where you go eat. Not that the one that you eat with won't get help, right? They're more informed. It's a different type of help that they need. And so that allowed us to just have and experience a level of freedom and to be able to serve in a new way. It just definitely was a confidence builder because when okay, I know I'm not crazy. I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then when you bring home 50, 60 grand in a month, it's like, all right, woo, fine.
That's that. Ooh.
It don't help that you got 30,000 worth of back pay, but it's still a nice idea to know that you can get it done.
You still have a profit.
Come on, somebody.
Come on,
Right.
somebody.
Okay, because they'll say, "Oh, you made that much money." Yeah, but I ain't made no money in about 6 months. So just hold on, let me figure that.
Yeah, and that's the
That's the key.
dynamic of entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
Is being disciplined enough
correct.
to keep your highs, and your
Yes.
lows, and learn
Correct.
how to balance everything in between.
Yeah,
Yes.
because a lot of times with entrepreneurship, that's what gets communicated, the highs. A lot of folks want to hear the lows, but it's like, y'all don't want it. Y'all want to know that there's lows, but y'all don't want to hear the lows because this
Right.
will literally scare y'all.
Right.
Like, I tell people all the time, it's like, if you're not ready to see a negative balance in your account for a season, right? And I'm not saying every single day, but where it could be like once a week, you're going to see the red, knowing that, okay, the following week, you're going to be up, you know, whatever it is. It's the journey of it all.
Yes.
It's the journey. Knowing you're headed to a state of constant black, but it's like, this entrepreneurship journey is not for the weak.
No.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's not.
It is not.
It's not.
But not for the full time. Like, you come over here part time if you want, keep it something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like, I'm for real. And when we
That's real.
When we launched our plan, I had a 5-year plan. Me and Tia are both supposed to work. We're going to cross 6 figures each. We're going to work for 5 years. By the time we got into entrepreneurship full time, we're going to be in our businesses, business account savings, personal savings, a couple of financial vehicles that we have found out about we're going to use. And then we still would have been up going into business at least 50 grand, at least 50. When I tell you we hit our year 5 goals in year 2.5, the market was trending the way it was. I got excited, Tia got excited, but I still was like, no, let me stay this course. Next thing I know, here come God. Son, if you don't get out of here, I mean, it just was a
Structure. It's like by design,
It
dog.
was like, he literally spoke and was like, I need you to be out of here by this date. I said, well,
Wow.
in my mind.
McDonald's
That's
again
early.
on
Come
another
on,
level.
It's like, I'm not ready to do that. And I'm like, you sure? Because I don't mind working. Ain't a lazy bone in my body. I mean, I'm Crockett by name, but Chapman by blood. And my family, like, it's a family of men. We work. We know what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I don't want my mama to think I'm being lazy. You know, just all these personal thoughts. But at the end of the day, I'm going to obey God. Because that's the decision I made. And that's how everything that I have and who I've become, that's how it all showed up. Because I obeyed God, you know what I'm saying? Got locked in with him and decided to, you know, go for broke in my relationship with Christ. And that's why a lot of the good that has come our way has been so good. You know, it's been so anchoring because of him. So long story short, man, I just was like, this is the way we need to move. And here he come talking about if you don't get out of here by a certain date, you're gonna miss this, that, and the third. So literally, spiritual FOMO put me in a situation where I got out of the job early because of what God wanted to show us. All that showed up in addition to a bunch of adversity.
Of course.
That got us to where we are now. Literally got us right where we are right now. But if I knew what was coming, I still would have chose the former because it was comfortable.
Exactly.
It was comfortable. And I still would have had my businesses and all the
safe.
stuff. But it's just when you do things and you do things God's way, you know what I'm saying? You want and you will have God's results, even though you won't have your journey.
That's a bar.
Because Christ got to all power by dealing with Golgotha. But that wasn't comfortable. Wasn't nothing light about that cross.
At all.
And walking up that street. Oh my God. But, you know what I'm saying? On the other side of it, right? All power to
You
you.
can't grab this player.
Okay? You don't like the spurs in your back, Jesus? Cat Williams decide. What'd he say?
Sir. This cross I need you to bear.
Not me. Okay?
I'm done with being the example.
Man, come on, man.
Help me.
And then, you know, it's just all of the things. And we have conversations all the time with our clients and different folks we're mentoring. It's like you got to lock in on the who. And then for me, that's the anchor that holds, Richard. Like, if Christ ain't in it, it won't be right. And the version of Eddie that people get with Christ is way better than the version they get without him. So we're going to stay on that side. Come on, somebody.
Strong side.
Strong side. That's the sound of a man. Working on the train. Come on, somebody.
Man. And I like how you said it's really a mindset thing, because like even with having a job and then having multiple jobs, I would still work what I have going on and just work it to the point of not working from a safe and I'm comfortable, but working from like, you gave me something, I'm gonna work it until I figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, and this is just a bonus.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have that mindset.
Yeah.
We were talking about that on the podcast as well. It's like, it's not even a thing of saying, I want to work my plan this way, as opposed to, you know, the choice of whether I'm going to obey God or not obey God. It's the idea of settling in his sovereignty for your life and understanding his sovereignty is going to outpace your strategy every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Hold
So
on,
just
hold on. You ain't finna-
Say that again, dog.
Hold on, dog.
Say it again, dog.
Yeah, you ain't finna just breeze by that right there, dog.
Thank you, ladies, for watching the B2S podcast.
Rewind that, man.
it's you have to settle in the fact that his sovereignty is going to outpace your strategy every time. And it's the idea that when you step into the relationship with Christ, you're now in a position where you're going to win because you have the identifier who's able to speak to your identity. And everything from that posture gets simple because you have clarity.
Right.
Right? If I'm a car and you put a scrambled egg on the hood, if it happens to be hot enough, you might can fry that egg. But I wasn't built to fry the egg.
Right.
I was meant to transport the eggs to the people who fry the eggs.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was made to do. And so we talk about his sovereignty, even in the context of identity, purpose, and vision. It's one thing to live a life where you do something you're good at. But when you do what you were made to do, just changes the game. You wake up not sleepy. You fired up about leaving the house. Or you fired up about executing. You fired up about the team. Like, it's a different type of life.
Different move.
You move a whole lot different. It's because you're anchored, right? And you trust in what the Lord showed you and who you are as you move toward, you know, what it is you're doing and how you're getting it done.
And you know what? Those things, they always connect.
Yes.
Like what you are good at.
Yes.
It's like what you are good at is like the tune-up for who you're supposed to be.
Come on. We teach from that spot all the time. And that's one of the first things, because a lot of folks, especially when they get into this conversation, it's like they don't know who they are. They just start doing stuff.
Right.
But never found out the who before the what.
Right.
On the way to the how.
Right.
And so when you talk about how they're connected, that's usually how we start teaching them. It's like, what do you naturally like to do? When you, come on, Sister Act taught us.
It don't even feel like work. It don't feel, you know.
Exactly.
What do you like?
That's what Whoopi told Lauren. She said, well, if you wake up in the morning and all you think about is singing, then you're supposed to be a singer, girl. Sister Act 2, y'all remember that scene? Come on, man. But bro, that's literally what that is. Like, when you wake up and this is what's on your mind, it's the natural way you move. Like, it just creates such a flow. Such a flow.
Yeah, let's go back to identity, purpose, and vision real quick. Because I wear contacts. Okay. All right. So you know, when you sit in the eye doctor chair, he put your forehead on this machine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to look through this machine, and you know, here's the thing, you know his words there. Because you know you're sitting in that, you know how this go.
Okay.
You know the chart there.
Yep.
But when you need corrective lenses, you can only see so far. But you know his words there. So everything is blurry. So he's sitting there switching the machine. Is this better or is this worse? Is this better or is this worse? But you can't see the words, but you know the words there. But then is this better or is this worse? Now it's starting to be clear because the right lens is there. And then what happens is, that's how God is. God, he'll blur some stuff up for a little bit and then he'll clear it up. He does everything on a need-to-know basis.
Yes.
When you was talking, that's everything I heard. God does everything on a need-to-know basis because had he not done it, like you said, we'd have been comfortable where we are.
Exactly.
But in order for you to become the fullness of who you are, because I'm already the fullness of who I am. So in order for you to be the fullness in who you are, I need you to trust me in the process. And I know it's blurry right now, but you can't see it, but you know it's some words right now.
Correct.
You know you're supposed to be somewhere, but you can't see it. I just need you to keep moving and keep trusting and stay focused. Because vision is blurry. We just stepped into 2026 and everybody got their resolutions, their goals, their desires, and
They plans.
naturally it's gonna get blurry.
It's gonna
But can you stay faithful long enough to see the manifestation of what you're supposed to be or who you're supposed to become?
That's a bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Because
bar.
vision, we talk about the, and I can, because I'm in a pivot right now. Like most of my friends had their jobs and went into full-time speaking. I was in entrepreneurship, shifted into full-time speaking just to go back to a job. And still doing it like as God, however he leads in the season. But and I'm gonna be transparent. And I kept telling myself, I'm gonna start waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Ask me if I did it. So now, because God has me in the pivot, he tells me, you need to go back to school. For what? He tells me. I don't even know what it is. So I pick up my phone, I get Google. I'm like, oh Lord, that's a lot of schooling right there.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. So then I said, well, you know what? Well, since I'm doing that, I'm already working in the education market anyways. So now I said, well, let me go ahead and like sub a little bit. And then now he plants the seed, you're not there just to sub.
Exactly.
So now I'm doing research because it's different when they bring you in to speak, you fraternize, and then you leave. But it's different when you're sitting in the classroom for 6 hours with 120 kids. So now I'm doing research. Now this project is turned into a project.
Exactly.
You understand? And so and I was getting ready to leave. This is probably about a month ago. I shared this with them. And so I've been asking God, like, man, what's going on? Because things started drying up. Like I'm sending out email. Like you can see people opening up the email, ain't no response. I'm following up, no response. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? AI telling me everything. AI done told on you. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. You know, so I'm getting frustrated.
Peekaboo.
You know, and I'm talking with my mentor. He like, and all this stuff. So I'm like, but it's like, so anyway, so I'm leaving and I'm straightening up my desk. And it's like this presence just hit me. It's like, in this season, I need you here. Not even 10 minutes, bro. So one of the kids, I'm coming out the classroom, out of the building. And I just pick him up. I say, something ain't right. So I get mine, they call me Preach out there. So it's like, Preach, man, I need to talk to you. I knew something was up. I say, I gotta even go take this out to the office real bit. Let me come back. We talk about what he was going with, right? And then he say, man, I saw you earlier. He said, but you ain't see me. He said, and I said to myself, man, Preach supposed to be here. This was after I had just left the classroom and God just started dealing with me. So I'm not trying, in my season, I'm not trying to figure out like I normally do. Like, man, where's all this leading? I'm at where I'm at and I be where I be. So, and what I'm saying, all this Blueprint Nation to tell y'all, man, sometimes some of y'all are looking at where you are and you despising where you are. It is not for you to despise where you are. It's to become who you're supposed to become and who you are.
And learn.
You can't. You can't. And if you,
Yes.
Scripture tells us not to despise
Small
beginnings. And it's for that reason. Because if you get frustrated and despise the small beginning, you'll mislabel your beginning. Call it the wrong thing. And what it will become would be a mutant. All right? Will be the wrong version of what it was meant to be. And you'll literally sabotage and unravel the destiny you're meant to have because you mislabeled it in the beginning. And so that goes back to what you were saying, alluding to the idea of how you see things.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R828 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to starve your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
I was with a men's event Saturday, and one of the speakers was saying if you change the way you see things, the way you see things will change. It's like you have to change that filter.
Have to.
I talk to people often and get them to think about the lyric of the word mindset. It's where you set your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You can place your mind wherever you want it, in whatever direction you desire. If you choose which direction is meant to go. And that's the thing. God has given each and every one of us the authority and the power and the ability to choose the direction our mind is meant to go. Here's the thing. If you train up a child in the way that they should go, when they get older, they won't depart. So assuming that filter, I don't have an opportunity to depart because I'm going to choose the way that I should go. And so then looking at, again, the idea of his sovereignty, trusting God in the process of it all. And that's why I like what you said about I am where I'm at and I'll be where I be. It's because that'll sound nonchalant or that'll sound dismissive to the accountability of life. But it's like, no, I'm trusting God.
Yeah.
Because that's what that is.
Yeah, because, man, one of my other partners, bro, in Belmont, same situation, dog. And I just talked with him last week. And because last year, same thing. Like he had his business, and then he was building his speaking business. God holds that and sends him to another job.
Wow.
Almost same situation. So me and him were just talking and chopping it up, and it's all leading to something. He said, bro, you said you right. You said you what you supposed to be. He says, but here's the good thing about it, though, Mike. He says leading up to something. We just don't know what it is yet.
Correct.
But you're picking up more gems and nuggets along the way. Because the crazy thing about it is when you look at your journey, my journey, their journey, you're learning stuff. You're picking up new skill sets that you wouldn't have picked up if that calamity wouldn't have happened. Wow. You see what I'm saying?
The new relationships.
Bro, when the pandemic hit, I ain't panicked because I'm really an introvert by nature.
Yeah, okay. We're chilling.
I'm chilling, dog.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing I can do.
Look,
I can't go to work. I can only go to certain stores.
I picked up 80 pounds, but I was at peace.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
Get it off now, though. Get it off now, though. I gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Lord have mercy. Who's that out? Jesus.
Eat up all the snacks.
Somebody, and then they gave my food stamps. I'm like, Lord, I'm going to the store for free.
But I used that time to write that book.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I always say, bro, there's no secret to success. There's only a blueprint.
Wow.
A lot of times we just don't follow it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a story. It just, people gravitate to certain stories.
Yep.
Everybody got a story.
Yep.
I tell the athletes, I say, man, how many of y'all know? Almost every athlete you come across has a hood to riches story. Wow. Majority of them. I say, so how you respond is going to determine if that's going to be you or not.
Yep.
And how you know what I'm saying? I say, y'all have so much opportunity now between NIL money and endorsement deals and things of that nature.
That wasn't the thing in college.
No.
That's
no. You had to figure it out.
But you have, here's the thing. I say, bro, your gift gives you access.
Yep. Makes room for you. That's Bible. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It gives you access. You know, what you do when that door opens determines what you come with out of that.
Correct. And I think that's, again, get caught up on the doing and miss the journey of becoming. So now, as far as the how or the vehicle that was used for the doing, you get caught up and you attach that to your identity instead of whatever the Lord showed you. And so, I think that's why a lot of players, they'll lose themselves to the game.
Yeah.
Or the game will derail them in order for the Lord to start the journey to save their soul.
Because they turn into the Grinch.
Yeah.
See, the thing about the gift in the room, like every time the Grinch dropped down the chimney, he left with gifts. So when you're the gift in the room, you're supposed to be here. That's what that means. Who did you bless when you walked in the door?
Correct.
Facts.
Right.
I'll pour you out a blessing.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, they won't
you
be
have
room enough to
room enough
receive.
to
But
receive.
you are the blessing
Who did
that
you
I want to
bless
pour out. That's
when you
good.
walked in the door?
Facts.
Like if you're the gift in the room, you're not supposed to be a bit box now. Okay, you give me your cell phone, you give me your cell phone. No, this is not how that works.
Put it in the bag.
That's not how that works.
I want that too.
Debo. You know what I'm saying?
Watch out, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth?
Like, you know what I'm saying? No, that's not how that works.
What you got, smoke?
You're supposed to be giving it out. So yeah, for sure.
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, because your gift ain't for you. The fruit ain't for the tree.
Yeah, right.
That
That's so crazy. Last time I checked.
Last time I checked.
That's cannibalism. What's it like eating your own arm? Ooh, there's some good fingernails. Some good fingers. Ooh, bro.
I like
feel
fingers.
this one. See what
As
they
a
say.
matter of fact, if the fruit doesn't leave the tree can't do its job.
Wow.
That's good, bro.
Wow.
If the fruit does not leave the tree can't do its job.
For real. Because it has to shed and has to
Right.
reset.
After the fruit was produced, okay, I can't even produce more if you don't take it and consume.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think people get that kind of mixed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight like that. Drop the mic.
Because, bro, when you look at it, man, and you walk in your gift, bro, it's so liberating.
It is.
Like even the hardships of the gift and the hardships that come with the gift is all worth it because you're operating from your gift. Bro, I'll derail about it. I had said that I was gonna wake up for 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's where I was going with the rest of the
Yeah.
story. I never did. Opportunity comes up, God shifts me here. Guess what time I have to get up in the morning?
5
5
o'clock.
And
on
bro,
the dot.
don't be tired. I'm talking about bright-eyed, bushy-tailed,
Okay. Ready to go.
ready to go.
Yes,
I say, boy, now I know what ET meant when he said, boy, I don't need an alarm clock. My passion wake me. 'Cause it's like my spirit is like,
It's so
you know you're supposed to be here, so let's go get it.
facts.
Who life I'm fit to change today?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then picking up more jewels along the way, because this is not the end of my journey.
Nope.
It's just the beginning. And so many times people think that they're at the end of their wits, you know what I'm saying? And so this is a straight testament that it ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So, real quick, bro, like, what tips could you offer, like, the audience right now, like, from a financial standpoint? Because, you know, everybody's at the beginning of the year. They got their resolutions. They got their goals. They got their dreams. Let's tap that a little bit, like some little bit of advice that you can give out to the audience.
Big deal right now is income. So however you're generating income and it is working, I would say lock in, even if it's not your favorite way to do it, as long as it's legal. Come on, assuming
That
we
part.
assuming. We on the Blueprint podcast. That's the stuff size right. Come on, we're assuming.
Yeah,
Lock in on your income, because what you need to do right now is you need to fill your coffers, and your coffers are just the buckets of money that you have around. So that's your high yield savings, that's your expense account, which a lot of people call an emergency fund. We don't do emergency funds because that's a different label. Usually who you call shows up. So if you label an account emergencies, what's going to happen with that money? Emergencies. But I don't mind having expenses because I got a relationship with Spectrum, T-Mobile, Lakeland Electric. You know what I'm saying? They can get my money. All right. I don't mind expenses. So just knowing, for each bucket, long-term savings, short-term savings, like I said, the expense account, the bills, like you want to lock in on your income because you need to fill the coffers. And then from there, the focus has to be, how are you putting your money to work? That conversation is lacking in our homes about how to invest. There's so many different ways that you can do it, so many different ways you can start the conversation.
Yeah.
Even as simple as the life insurance policy, although it's not an investment vehicle per se, it's a vehicle that you can invest in and see a return on the back end. So then, but looking at traditional vehicles, real estate, stocks, getting into the market, like you got to find ways to generate income and get your money working. So I would suggest, number one, locking in on your income. Number two, you need to get with myself, Mike, whatever life insurance professional you want to get with, to have a conversation about how you can leverage life insurance for cash growth. Because that's easy. We used to call it a poor man's retirement account.
Right.
Because you can literally save 6 figures in that without a 401k, and you have control of it no matter where you go to work. Next thing, of course, would be to develop some type of investment portfolio. And real estate is one of the best ways to do that because you can see it.
Yeah.
Most times people don't invest because they can't see what they're investing in. Real estate is one of the vehicles where you can do that. But y'all, there's so many other ways. If you want to vending machines, laundromats, land, whatever it is, whatever it is. That's one of the cool things about when we sit down with our clients and we do that initial consultation and we find out what vein of business or what vein of investing you want to start in. So we can kind of mentor you
into that direction.
And push you gently into that direction. And then it's all according to the person's what they call risk tolerance or their ability to handle what they're getting into. Because one thing about investing you got to understand, and this is where it gets scary for a lot of people, is that you can't invest more than you're willing to let go.
Right.
Now the assumption is it's going to come back. That's our assumption. Business is business. Investing is investing.
It's not guaranteed.
You got to understand that it's a risk involved. Our job is to minimize the risk.
Right.
And that's why we look at safer bets like real estate, stocks, different things. And so you just need to sit down because if this ain't a space, if this isn't a space that you're in all the time, you just need to sit down with somebody who can kind of coach you and guide you through it.
Yeah.
And so then that would be the third thing.
Yeah.
Right? So income, filling your coffers, and then the third thing is finding help.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't want to do that. We want to feel like I'm the man. I did it on my own. I was self-made.
That buddy talk.
Yeah. You ever seen a cake make itself? That'll be one goofy situation. I'm gonna pour the milk into me. I'm gonna put meat in the oven, and I'm gonna deal with this 375 degrees for an hour, or whatever it is. It's like, bruh.
Wait a minute. That made no sense. That don't make sense because when God placed Adam in the garden, everything was already there. His job was to manage it.
That's it.
Yeah.
His job was to manage it, so that don't make no sense.
Yeah, and that's great you said that because how my mind works. I tell people, ain't no self-made billionaire. We like to throw that around. I say, no, somebody helped them along the way. Somebody. Even if it was minimal. Somebody
you got
helped
some
them
kind of
along
help.
the way.
Even if it was the clients that helped you get there.
Thank you.
And even if you found them, the client helped you get there. So
Thank
you ain't
you ain't slick.
Yeah, I never believed that terminology.
So, and I'm throwing shade a little bit, but it's like, bro, like, come on, it's okay to have help. That's not a weak-ening word. That's not a word that is a display of weakness. It's a word that shows you know how to operate in strength.
That's it, bro. You took the word right out of my mind.
You know what I'm saying? Like to have help, that ain't bad.
It shows strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. It shows you know how to put old buddy to the side.
For real.
Put old buddy to the side.
Buddy, you broke on the curve.
Yeah. Buddy gonna get you in trouble.
Old buddy gonna get you in trouble. Yeah. He put me on, old buddy.
When you look at all these multi-million and billion-dollar companies, they got help.
Yep.
They got different tiers of help.
Correct. Different layers.
Ain't no shame in help.
Not at all. So that's kind of a blueprint that I'm using for the first part of this year into the summer for a lot of clients because I'll stack my clientele for the year, serve a group of folks, and then we'll look at adding to that or, old clients come up or whatever as far as what their needs are. But that's kind of where we're starting. It's income, filling the coffers, and then moving toward the investing conversation, and then from an investing conversation, getting help to execute.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
So when you get that tax return, please.
Oh yeah, please go there.
For the love
Please go there.
of Him who loves you, you have an opportunity to do something with it, and it does not necessarily have to take a lot, y'all. Like it can be, you can get a lot done. The seed for the apple does not compare to the apple tree or the harvest of apple trees that can be created from that seed. Like, so it's like, just put some seed in the ground, y'all. Invest in something. Get started with something. I laid a program out for a lady one time where I showed her the opportunity for her to create $1 million for her child by the age of 45 with $100 to $300 a month. The kind of tax return she was getting at that time was around 10 grand a year.
That's about right.
I said, well, if you take a third
Of that.
put it away for the child, even if you're not a millionaire, they'll be a millionaire, which means you're a millionaire.
Literally.
By the time we get them straight. So, it's just stuff. Because you don't know what you don't know. And until somebody puts you on, as we like to say, right, you You're just living around.
Just out here.
Just out here.
You just out here.
Just out here.
Yeah. And that's why the mind is so important. When I first got into the insurance, I don't know if I told you this, but when I got into insurance, because of where we come from, I said, I'm going to do everything I can to learn everything I can about this business. Wow. And I said, I'm going to do that for 2 years. And then I'm going to go back and give to the community. And I started doing free financial seminars.
Wow.
Yep.
And that's actually how I got into motivational speaking. Because, it's ran by a certain sect of folk.
Yep.
And they give out good information, but it'll make you fall asleep. And I told God, I said, well, if I'm going to do this, I got to be a little bit animated. So that's when I started coming out of my skin.
And the turn up is real.
Exactly.
Well, I think some people used to come for the show that we'll put on. What, a literal spectacle. I'm talking about, we run around talking about money. They like, yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, what? What did I just say? 72, rule of 72. Yeah. So, yeah, literally.
Yeah. So for the people that may not know, explain what the rule of 72 is.
Oh, it's financial, well, they call it the basis of financial literacy. It's a financial concept that shows you how fast your money is supposed to double based off the interest rate that you're getting. So you take 72 divided by your interest rate, and it spits out the number of years it's supposed to take for your money to double. And the idea behind it is that keeping concepts like that in your brain keeps you aware of how fast your money is or is not growing based off your goals. So looking at, just as an example, to somebody who may be watching this and has never heard this concept, let's say your 401k has been averaging 10% over the last whatever years. So 72 divided by 10 is 7.2, right?
Yep.
So if you're 30 and you got 10 grand in the 401k, that means at age 37. Right? You're going to have 20 grand. So that means at age 44, you're going to have 40 grand, right? Because the number of years it takes for your money to double. So that means at age 51, okay, you're going to have 80 grand. 58, you're going to have 160. At age 65, you have 320. Now, what are most people thinking about at age 65?
Retire.
Can you retire off $320,000?
No.
So the idea is we got to get your money working at a better interest rate. And so looking at some of the ideas that we talked about, that I mentioned earlier, as far as how to fill the coffers, real estate, stocks, trading, starting another business, whatever that looks like, it gives you an opportunity to get your money working so that you can outpace the interest rate. Because if you can get 10% a month, you take 72, divide that by 120, now your money's doubling every 0.7 years, which means every 7 months, your money gonna double. So if you got 10 grand, next year you're gonna have 20. Following year you're gonna have 40. Following year you're gonna have 80. And now we can accelerate, all right? Or give exceeding abundance above all. Come on, somebody.
Come on,
as the preacher would say.
Come on,
since we're in the pulpit. Right?
Come on, somebody.
I feel my help on this.
I feel my help coming on. Come on, somebody.
Come on, somebody. Yeah, man. So yeah, as far as the financial stuff, again, we just take time to sit down with people. And you know, Mike is valuing that, man, because some people they may never come to an event. Some people may feel too old. We've been working and serving a lot of baby boomers because they just got a late start. They don't know what they don't know. But it's still okay for you to buy a brand new house at 60. It's still okay for you to revamp your financials so that you win, so that you're not working till 72 and a half, like the government just changed the statute and want everybody working till 70. Just because we living longer don't mean we want to work longer.
That's right. That's legalized slavery.
Brush, man, don't start. Don't start. We'll be here all night.
He's about to go into a run.
You know, and the thing is like the old simple saying, get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
Everybody not built for entrepreneurship, but everybody's built for success.
Yeah.
You just got to find your lane and what that looks like. Because I kind of got tired a little bit with everybody's pushing entrepreneurship. And then you forget there's certain people out there that still like their jobs.
Correct.
and then you got to look at it just from an economic standpoint.
Yeah, somebody
Who's
got
going
the
to serve from the restaurant?
Yeah,
Exactly.
somebody got the nurse, and somebody got the doctor.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Telling you, somebody got to do the whole.
Somebody got to do something, and know that those lower paying jobs are not meant for you to work as a career, but we're losing the next generation because they want to start on level 10 and not level 1.
Okay, they want to start a business at 16. If it ain't made $1 million by 18 and a half,
they done.
They done.
Yeah, that's being modest.
Now they wandering around, 22 years old. Man, I don't know. I ain't trying to work, man. Because what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean you trying to work, boy? Get up, boy.
Just lost. Just
gotta go unk on him. Boy, get up, boy.
Sound like DC Curry.
Get up, boy. Sit down there, boy. Go do something.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I like high socks and sandals, shorts with mushrooms on them. The mushroom shirt, mushroom hat.
Oh Lord! Hey, that's what we do, man. Hey.
For real.
Man, you only got one life. You better live it.
I'm telling you.
That's the plan, Bridget. We're gonna live it.
Oh man!
Hey, my son told me that. My son told me he got it's this fast food chain in Georgia. I think it's Georgia, South Carolina. It's called Cookout.
Okay.
And he was making. Now my son, he pop 16, right? He's 6'3", his waist size. It ain't got bigger, bro. Like my man's like 46. Like my man's, but he. When I hug him, it looked like Kevin Hart and Shaq. Like no cap. Shoe size 13 and a half. My man's large and in charge, right? So he was working at a little fast food joint. He was doing their chicken strip wraps.
Okay.
So his mom is from Syracuse, New York.
Okay.
So for Thanksgiving, he said he called his job, hey, is it okay if I go? Now, he only worked Thursday. No, he worked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah. So he had to take off for the weekend. He told the manager cleared it. The day shift manager cleared it. Communication was horrible. He came back. They hit him with a text message. He said, he called him like, hey, the schedule, I don't see my name. Oh, yeah, we took you off the schedule. Okay. So my man called me. His fat as a little ruffle, right? That at 38, that had done been 5 before. I got you, son. Like
unreasonable doubt.
I know what to say to him. So I'm talking to my son, right? And this man tell me, he said, Daddy, he said, I don't wanna work for nobody. So, and I was telling the bros, I was like, at that time when he told me that, I didn't feel like a failure, but I felt like, man, okay, I got to make a shift because at that moment, I didn't have nothing to offer that man. Right. Like tangible. I couldn't say, come work for me because that had been isn't booming yet, right?
Right.
But I had something to tell him like, okay, let me reel it in. Let me get at my emotions. I said, I'm glad you felt that way. So I'm glad you know how, because I say a lot of adults, we go and we clock in and we know we're not being fulfilled. We know we just here just to get money. Yeah. I say, so I'm not glad you got fired. And you got fired your day off. You worse than
man, but you were setting clubhouses.
Right. I told him on your day off, right? So I said, but I'm glad you know how it feels to be somewhere when you're trading your time for finances and you know it's not fulfilling. I said, so you got the time now, son, to really lock in on what do you want to do. Not what I want you to do, not what your grandma wants you to do, not what your mom wants you to do. Just because we're going to help fund it don't mean we're going to tell you what you want. No. Yeah. Your job is to figure out what you want to do. Our job is to help you figure it out. And after you put the stamp on it, then our job is to get behind you and push. Right? So it's funny you say that because I just, like, a few weeks ago, me and my son was talking to that. I don't want to work for nobody. So, okay, well, let's figure it out. I said, but you exchanging nothing for something, that's a no-no. Okay. Yeah. There's always going to be an exchange. Some type of currency, some type of time, some type of energy. I said, his grandma's a lawyer. I said, your grandma, it took her years to become a lawyer. That's time spent becoming a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
His mom is an educator. She's a 7th and 8th grade language arts teacher. And she went to Savannah State University. Yeah. It took her 4 years to get there.
Yep.
Matter of fact, maybe 6 because of the prereqs and stuff. You know, I said, so this gonna be an exchange, son. Don't get me wrong. I said, but that don't mean that you have to go. I'm not knocking nobody, but that don't mean that you got to go to 7-Eleven for 10 years. No,
Right.
Like you don't have to do that, and it's your choice to figure out what you want to do now. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's the name of the game, choices.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is, you know, what Eddie's thing is, you know, getting from where you are to what you dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the problem is a lot of people don't have a dream.
Facts.
You know, what do you, I don't know. What do you?
You know what? Bro, Pastor Jeff said Sunday, he said, I don't know if he said in the other 2 services, but he said, y'all, stop letting Instagram disciple y'all.
Bro.
So it's like you're letting other people's lives tell you how you should be. That's not your life.
Nope.
That's not what they're doing. They're lying in your face and they're creating a reality in your mind. That's not really how it's going down.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
find
your lane, but you got to spend. I tell when I do a lot of my stuff, man, it's like, do you even know who you are? Like what bro said, you don't spend enough time with yourself. I say, man, y'all take your phone out, download a notepad app. Just talk to yourself. I say, I take assessments every year.
Mm-hmm.
Every year. And I may take 2 because you're growing, you're changing.
Exactly.
And so I go to those websites. I just had an engagement not too long ago when I was telling the kids. I said, there are free sites that you can go on and you can do assessments. So y'all trying to figure out what career you want to go into. I say, go to just Google career assessment test. And they're gonna ask you a lot of questions about yourself. And then it's gonna spit out a whole bunch of different careers that may match your personality.
Yeah.
So there is no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
There is no excuse, man. My man talked about support. You know what I'm saying? The support is there. You just have to look for it long enough. Because what happens is, what we do, we get burnt by so many times, and then that's it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going in it. I'm not going. But
Get the Heisman.
I ain't going. Here's what we say. I ain't going in the lion's den no more.
Mm-hmm.
But if your treasure's in the lion's den, God gonna shut the lion's mouth for you to get that treasure.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because we wouldn't know who Daniel was if Daniel wasn't in the lion's den.
Put him on the map.
Hey, I'm still waiting on that track though.
Hey.
You knew I was going there. You had to know I was going there.
Lions Den.
He got a track called Lion's Den. No, he put it out, but he remade it from the original version.
Oh my God.
Which is good. Now, don't get me wrong, but that original version is like different. So I was like, bro, you got to go slide that to you, bro. I'm still waiting on it. In 2026.
You see how he doing me?
My name Bennett.
You see how he
I would be.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what Mystical said back in our day? If it ain't live, it
Hey,
ain't
me.
I need that.
Huh, bro?
Oh man.
Hey, I'm rolling the carpet back now, bro.
Round of the tank.
Oh man. Hey, them were the days.
My brother
Y'all
over
know
there.
my boy got a whole mentorship program out here now.
Who? Master P?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Whole
for sure.
mentorship program. Somebody just put me on that whole situation like 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this man got half Atlanta.
Well,
Mentorship
that's
program.
crazy.
And he endorsing what they doing. I can't remember the last stats, but I think he don't produce. Well, he's producing new millionaires out of his program. I don't know.
Yeah,
the stats,
Definitely.
but just-
Definitely.
Yeah, I know he's, he go around doing his thing, but I didn't know he actually had a full-fledged
He got
mentorship
a
program.
That boy
conferences
killing
and
it.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that just too different though. I mean, dude, talk about getting it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? And giving away the
Different animal.
I'm sure it's an investment, but he done gave away so much content though. But just but still, you cannot. Let me see if I can try to get this. I might have to paraphrase it. I think Dale said something to the sort of, either you can't go or grow where you don't sow.
Mm.
So if you don't believe in paying for a mentorship class or a course that's going to get you from where you are to where you're trying to go, it ain't gonna happen. Because he talked about, that's basically was saying what he was saying. Because he talked about how if you're not going to invest, he said, I'm not talking about me and my program. I'm just talking about in general. If you don't invest in the program, how you expect people to invest in yours?
Correct.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to get out of that mindset. So make 2026, man. It's time for a mindset shift. No
Yes,
pun
sir.
intended.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Mindset shift.
I got a question, bro. What lesson did failure teach you that success never could?
Dang.
How to get back up. Because if you always win and you don't know how to, you don't know how to get back up, you never experience that. And so Scripture talks about how a good man falls. A good man falls 7 times. Right?
Mm-hmm.
A good man falls 7 times. Good man falls 7 times. And so the connotation is, why did the good man fall? Why did he fall 7 times? What's motivated him to get up? You know what I'm saying? The layers of that one little picture there. And so I think when you talk about failure, another opportunity within your statement is to rebrand it. Because is it failure or is it learning? Is it falling forward? Is it becoming? Because how can you fail if what it produced was the goal?
Right.
And you're still going after it,
That's
even
what
if
I'm saying.
it has yet to be
Because
produced.
that's not failure. That's becoming. I don't even know if failure is an actual concept. Until you decide to give up, that's when you fail. There's a concept in trading where it's like you don't lose until you sell the stock. Like you know, you can ride it out, the growth of it, you're gonna win. May take longer, but you're gonna win. You only lose when you sell, when you get out of the deal. When you give up is when you can say, okay, I've experienced failure because I've decided to quit.
Yeah.
And the race ain't, but we know the race ain't given to the swift.
Nope.
Nor to the strong.
Nor to the strong.
Right.
Those who can do it to the end.
If you just hang in there.
It's endurance.
Yeah.
If you just stay in the race, you're going to win.
Yeah.
One of the things with Ross Fit right now, shout out to Kevin Ross, the Ross Fit family, Spirit, Soul, and Body was workout program I'm doing, and he is not kind. I mean, he likes squats. I don't like squats because every day you want to squat. But anyway, he has this thing that he's always shouting in the gym while we're working out. He's like, "Can you outlast? Can you outlast? Keep going. Can you outlast?" And that's the question. That's the burning question. Can you outlast this adversity? Can you outlast this pain? Can you outlast this cycle of success on your way to the next? Can you outlast? You know what I'm saying? So that's I would, if I were to again answer that, failure taught me how to get back up. And then, you know, to the point of failure taught me how to become.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's really
man.
good.
That's good, man. As we get ready to wrap this up, man, what would you like to leave with the audience?
Hope. I think if we could always keep the main thing, and as you, the Blueprint community, as you are doing that, reviewing the Blueprint daily, I would encourage you to get to the original source code and find out what you're meant to do, who you are to become, and hold on to that hope, right? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. If you can just find your hope and hold on to it, you'll never want to give up because you'll always have a taste of what you saw on the journey to seeing it.
That's good.
That's real.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's good. That's good. And I always say, bro, that hope is the fuel for faith.
Yes.
Because if faith doesn't have nothing to work with, it can't go nowhere.
Come on, somebody.
At all.
So when you lose hope, you lose faith because faith don't have nothing to breathe from.
Correct.
You know?
You won't. Faith without works is dead.
Dead.
Assuming you need the two. If hope fuels faith, you lose your hope, you won't work.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing to believe for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing there.
Yeah.
So that's just powerful.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. And as we get ready to get up out here, anybody y'all got anything else y'all want to share before we close out, fellas?
I want to say, yeah, that's solid because I was reading Sunday morning, or I just remember I was reading. I'm in Exodus right now, so I'm at the portion of Exodus where God is about to send Moses to Egypt to call him out. So basically, I'm finna paraphrase. Moses on the back of the mountain with the goats. His father-in-law goats, right? So he see the bush on fire, and he's conversing with God in the bush. And Moses just like, well, God, what if they don't believe that they said that you sent me? What if they don't? What if they don't? Well, I got a speech. And God is like, didn't I make the mouths and the tongues? Didn't I? Like, you know what I mean? So throw the staff on the ground. He threw it on the ground and it turned into a snake and stuff like that. So God was showing him, it's about who's sending you, not you.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, man, I regained a sense of hope that I didn't even know. I just felt hope just come from the side of me, bro, because I'm like, he done murdered somebody. He got a speech impediment. He's like, God, I got all these defects. And you want me to go do something that's way larger. You want me to go bring a whole nation out. How can I do this? Like, so, and he was like, God was like, I'm showing you how you're going to do it. So that hope, I was just reading that, and I just got hope. Like, man, I'm like a Moses. I got all these defects. I got this. I got that. I got that. I ain't got that. But God, like, yo, you were about the wrong thing.
Exactly.
You were about the wrong thing. So that hope is major, bro. That hope is major. Yeah.
That's powerful. I think for me, just a couple things, just off of personal experience of what I had to deal with and endure this past week. First and foremost, like if you feel like you're being overwhelmed, just take a moment to reflect and remember that he brought you through before. And if he brought you through this whole entire year of turmoil and things that you've been going through that hasn't been working for you, and you're still breathing and you're still here and you still have your right mind. You may have your moments, but you still have your right mind. Always reflect on that. Your gratitude. That's what determines your latitude as well. The second thing is believing is not enough. You got to do along with believing. Your believing have to be shown and proven through your actions. It's just not enough to say, yeah, I believe I can do it, because you won't move. And don't be deterred by what you don't have, because when you move, like he said, with God's sovereignty, there's always provision in God's sovereignty. Because if you stay where you're not supposed to be, it's always going to be dried up. You're going to be out there in the desert. You're going to be dry. You're going to be thirsty. Nah. Follow his provision. Follow his sovereignty. And you'll be just fine.
Good, man. So, Mr. Eddie Crocket, a.k.a. Bruh Finance.
I'm Eddie Crocket.
Tell the people how to find you, man.
So we can do Facebook, Eddie Crocket, Instagram, Eddie R. Crocket, Coffee Cash and Christ podcast via YouTube. And if you follow the hashtag Bruh Finance, BROFINANCE on all social media platforms. But mainly those two. We on X as well, but we don't do a lot on there. And I haven't launched a TikTok yet. my wife been pushing the TikTok. I'm like, babe, she said, honey, just get on there and talk. I'm like, all right. We'll turn the TikTok on. So when y'all see that TikTok launch, y'all know what it is. But as of now, Facebook, Instagram. Oh, and also the website, AuthenticYouEmpowermentFirm.com. You can find us there to get information about our services, where we are, and up-and-coming events.
Good. That's good, man. That's good, man. I was excited, man. You know, for those that know me personally, they know that I do everything with intentionality and purpose. And so when I reached out to the Crockett's, man, I intentionally did that because I wanted them to be the first voice of 2026 because I knew what they had. I knew what was in them. So y'all make sure y'all go check their website out, check their content out, but most importantly, take part in what they have to offer. And because you can't get to where you're going without the right vehicle at the end of the day. Yes. So that's what you got to remember. And I want to close out with this right here. So I think I'm gonna name this identity, purpose, and identity, purpose, and vision.
And vision.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Identity, purpose, and vision.
We call it the V.I.P session, and that's what season 2 of the podcast is going to be all about. Is living your VIP
Yeah,
lifestyle.
VIP. I like, yeah. So as we get ready to get up out of here, I would just say relentlessly pursue vision, identity, and purpose. And when Thomas Edison was creating the light bulb, he was in an interview, and the interview was basically kind of ratting him a little bit, because that's what they do with journalists. You know, basically, how does it feel to fail 1,000 times? He said everything's about perception.
It is.
And basically what he told them was, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention of 1,000 steps. So as you get ready to prepare for 2026, don't look at your failures as failures, but look at them as lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And like I always say, as long as you learn, you never lose.
Facts.
So Blueprint Nation, man, we live in 2026.
Let's roll.
Get your fix and just be in the mix.
Here he go.
Bring to that.
Here he go. Lord.
Put me in the booth. Put me in the booth.
I got you, Charlie.
Should have been a rapper.
Yeah, rapping presents. No. Hey, Blueprint Nation, man, we love y'all. Y'all know how we like to get up out of here. Shoot for the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. Blueprint Nation, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.